Today is a good day to buy Nextera Energy Partners as far as I'm concerned. Now, you guys have to do your own research, don't forget that. But stick around for the video and I'll get into the reasons why. Good morning. Today is Friday, October 10th. Happy Friday. Hope you all enjoyed your week. Before I forget, do me a favor, give that thumbs up, like, subscribe. Really helps the YouTube's analytics and their algorithm so that if you're enjoying the content I'm providing, it helps other people find it as well. I'm also going to put a couple links in the description, which I mention most of the time, ways to open up a SoFi account. I use them myself. If you click on the links and you open an account and deposit $10 or more, they're going to give you a free $25 on top of that. And then they're going to give a gift to myself and my son. It's an account I open with him. I like to teach him about all this stuff as well. And he gets super excited about it. So I really appreciate the support and the kindness. And I appreciate you guys who've been watching. I think it's super cool watching this happen. So, why is today a good day to buy Nextera Energy Partners? Well, as far as I'm concerned, this company Seaport downgraded them and estimated that the stock would drop to $15 a share. I try to not pay too close attention to that, but that did cause the stock to retrace a good bit, and today it traded down to 23 and change, which I think is great value for the company. It's starting to get a 14 or 15% return again on the dividend. And as you guys have seen in some of my other videos, I'm a dividend junkie. So that's where I get excited about the stock. I hope that Seaport's wrong on their analysis, and it creates an opportunity to purchase it. On top of that, yesterday Powell gave an indication that he might be raising rates further, which spooked the market, gave the market a correction as well. So not only was Nextera Energy Partners down yesterday, it opened up this morning kind of low. And to me, this is where you want to be picking it up. Now, you have to do your own research. Don't follow me. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I don't have any information. You need to do your own research and make your own decisions. The only thing I like about Nextera Energy Partners is it's fallen from $80 to close to 20, and gets a great dividend. If the news that the company has put out is accurate, now a lot of times companies put out bad information, which is why I say you have to do your own research. But if that news is accurate, and what's happened is they've decreased the rate that they'll be able to raise their dividend going forward. So when interest rates were lower, they estimated they would be able to raise their dividend somewhere around 13, 14, 15% a year. Well, interest rates have gone up. They've had their borrowing costs go up, so they've lowered that estimate down to somewhere between 5 and 8% increase. Well, at the price of the stock right now, where it's paying a 14 or 15% yield, to me, that's great return to begin with. If they can afford to continue to give that yield alone, that's impressive. And if their last report, they actually raised the dividend a tiny bit, which makes me feel a little bit better that the information they gave is accurate. Again, sometimes they give bad information, they retract on it, or they see things change. The other thing that I had read about the company is that part of their costs had gone up because they were having trouble selling their gas lines. They weren't finding a buyer for it. I don't know that it was really trouble, but they wanted to get a fair price on it. Well, a subsidiary or Kinder Morgan themselves went in a contract with them, and now they're going through the due diligence period, and there's at least a contract in place where they should be able to sell those pipelines. If they're able to sell those pipelines, they raise revenue so that they don't have to borrow as much to offset and pay the dividends and grow the company. And they're also looking to go just wind and solar and sustainable energy. They're kind of a subsidiary of Nextera Energy, which is why it's called Nextera Energy Partners. They do the wind and solar end of it, and then they sell the energy to Nextera Energy, who's the Florida energy company. Well, great news that they were able to get in a contract with Kinder Morgan, get that pipeline sold to be able to raise the funds. Because what I had read originally is that was the biggest hurdle of being able to continue to grow that dividend. Again, I don't know. I hope they're able to pay the dividend. I'm not super concerned if they're actually able to raise it or not raise it, because where it is, as long as the stock doesn't fall too far and offset it, and I can collect that payment every quarter, that's really good return. So the fact that it fell yesterday and had some follow through to the downside this morning, I think this is a good area to be picking it up. So again, before I forget, I'm going to keep today short. We're headed out to Zion to do some hiking, and I don't know when I'm going to have time to record. My son does this little science team with a couple of friends of his. We're going to go out there with his friends, um, have a nice day, and then spend the night and come back tomorrow. I'll try to get some video while I'm out there. Maybe I'll do a video on one of our hikes or something and chat a bit about the markets. So, again, thumbs up, subscribe, like, chime in, make some comments. Tell me if you like Nextera. Mention some companies you like or don't like. But have a great weekend. And if I don't talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure I'll talk to you Sunday. Bye bye.